Hello everyone, this is Pooka and welcome to the first edition of Bad Deck Monday featuring the brand new set XY Phantom Forces. I had so many cards to pick from. There are tons of creative ideas you can use. Now that Phantom Forces is out, so many item cards, so many supporters, so many Pokemon that there's just a lot of opportunity to be creative. I went this one with probably the most entertaining card in the entire set, Malamar EX. So Malamar EX is everything I could ever want in Bad Deck Monday. Lots of flipping of the coins, and that's what we love. So the ability Malamar has is actually pretty good. Every time you attach an energy to Malamar EX from your hand, you can use the ability puts your opponent's active Pokemon to sleep. Now that's really good. Think about how many times you've won a game or lost a game because Hypnotoxic Laser, they flip heads, you flip tails, and you stay asleep and lose. Alright? You get to do that every single time you attach an energy to Malamar EX. You get to put them to sleep. That is huge. And that just can't be understated. That ability is really, really good. So, Hyper Hypnosis, just great. We can see Malamar EX put in a lot of decks just because of Hyper Hypnosis. But we're not here for the Hyper Hypnosis. We are here for the attack. Max Amar. So, this is much like other attacks like Darmaxitin, Chill Max from Vanillux and Darmanitin, respectively. And now we have Maximar, Malamar EX. Alright, so flip a coin for each energy attached to the Pokemon, and it does 60 times the number of heads. Okay, so basically if you flip 3 heads, you're going to knock out a Pokemon EX, excluding the Mega Pokemon, of course, or even some Fairy types that resist darkness, but for the most part, flip 3 heads, you knock out a Pokemon EX, and that is going to be our plan. Maximar to victory. Now, you are going to need some energy acceleration to do this, so I'm going to go with good old Blastoise. We haven't seen him in a while, thought he might be dead, but he does actually still exist in the format. There are just a lot of hurdles to getting him into play. We'll get into that in a second, but of course we have that ability Deluge. Get to keep attaching as many water energy as you want in a turn. That's pretty good. So, the idea here, it's basically going to be like an old Blastoise deck, but instead of the Black Kyurem EX, we're going with Malamar to get the maximum amount of flips. Alright, the problems with Blastoise, number 1, Seismitoad EX, Quaking Punch stops Rare Candy. So it's very difficult to even get Blastoise into play in the first place. Number 2, Tropical Beach is gone. We don't have any easy way to fill our hand up and set up slowly. That just doesn't exist anymore. Number 3, Level Ball is gone. No easy way to search for Squirtle. Also, Heavy Ball is gone. No simple way to search for Blastoise. We have to use Ultra Ball for pretty much everything, and I don't really like that. Number 4 would be Garbodor, who has always been a pain. But yeah, there are a lot of hurdles in the way of Blastoise being viable nowadays, which is why we place him here on Bad Deck Monday. Alright, so we got the Blastoise line over here. 3-1-3 seems like a decent enough line. We got 1 Wartortle just in case. We might be able to get the Wartortle into play against Seismitoad, then the Blastoise. Seismitoad in general going to be a major pain for this deck because our lifeblood here is going to be superior energy retrieval, getting those energy back. Without this, we can run out of energy very easily. But the idea here, just use Deluge to power up Malamar EX and flip lots of coins and do lots of damage. We have 8 water energy and then the 3 darkness energy. And then of course with the 4 superior energy retrieval, very easy to, keep getting your energy back and doing lots of big damage. Okay, so we have some role players as well. Victini. Everybody loves this guy. Seems to come up every time I use any single card that flips a coin. Someone says, "Whoa, why aren't you using Victini?" Well, there's a reason. Victini's Victory Star, yes, you can reflip your coins for an attack, but that's it, only an attack. So if you think, "Oh, why aren't you using it with Hypnotoxic Laser?" or something like that. No, that's not how it works. You can't use Victory Star with abilities. It's only attacks. But we happen to have an attack that flips a lot of coins, so why not have a second chance in case our first batch of flips is not good. So we got a couple Victory Star Victini. This might be kind of a slow deck, so we're going to add in some Suicune. Also, Malamar EX is weak to fighting, so we need to cover the type a little bit. Donphan and Landorus EX will probably be your two biggest hurdles, and they're both weak to water, so Suicune is a pretty nice option. We also have one Keldeo EX. You know, Russian is really good. You can also Secret Sword and whatnot. But let's be real, the star of the deck is Malamar. We also have some other Pokemon that were featured in Blastoise decks pretty often. Jirachi EX, great way to search for a supporter card. Gives much needed consistency to this deck. And also Execute. Propagation is very good with superior energy retrieval. You just pull him out of the discard him, and then one other card. It cuts the cost for superior energy retrieval in half. And when you play 4 of those, 4 Ultra Ball, and Computer Search, you're going to do a lot of discarding, so having Execute, pretty good. Alright, so those are the Pokemon. We've seen pretty much the entire deck. We can just skim through the supporters as well. I got the 4 Juniper, the 4 N, the 2 Colress, the 2 Skyla, the 2 VS Seeker. Love this card. Makes your other supporters very versatile. You could actually justify going down below 4N if you want to run VS Seeker. You can always get it back. N sometimes not great early on, or actually not great in like the middle or the end of a game if you've taken a big lead. You don't want to be drawing N anymore, so you might want to cut an N and maybe add another VS Seeker. I don't know. There will be lots of tinkering to do with this new set. 2 Startling Megaphone for Garbodor. 1 Float Stone and 1 Escape Rope, just so we have some switching cards, and then a Professor's Letter can search out some basic energy. So here we go. I am excited to use this deck. Malamar EX. Let's flip some coins. Alright, so let's head over to Pokemon TCG Online and get a game going, see if we can power up our Malamar EX, and oh no, Execute! No! Oh, Seismitoad! Oh, everything is going wrong in a hurry. I'm going to play the N. Got a Keldeo. Thank goodness we have another Pokemon. Got a Water Energy, so not a bad turn there. Ugly start though, and you can see it's going to get uglier next turn, as we'll probably have to Juniper away to Blastoise. And there is the Quaking Punch. Execute does resist water, but my opponent happened to have a Muscle Band. So I'm going to attach another energy to Keldeo EX. Energy are going to be a prime resource with Quaking Punch shutting off the item cards, so this is indeed a very ugly start. I cannot stress that enough. I don't have item cards. I lost the first prize. And there's a Hypnotoxic Laser putting me to sleep. And yeah, this is just not pretty by any means. Here we see an Ultra Ball. Discarding 2 Water Energy for a Trubbish. Okay. So this is about to get even worse. And then a Professor Sycamore. Alright, things going beautifully for my opponent. Has not missed a beat. Got the turn 1 Quaking Punch, knockout. Turn 2 Laser keeps me asleep. Okay. So we went from bad to worst to worst. I'm going to go with the Hyper Hypnosis, put that Seismitoad to sleep, and it stays asleep. Malamar might buy us a turn here. You know, if I can wake up next turn, I can put the Float Stone on, get my items back, play the Computer Search. Oh man, it could be a thing of beauty. So I'm excited. Now we kept that Seismitoad asleep. If he misses a turn of Quaking Punch, oh, this could be a huge turn of events if I get those item cards back. All you really need is 1 turn of those items, and you can start exploding again. So, very exciting game so far. Here comes a Computer Search, though. I think this is going to be unexciting for me now. Garbodor and switch. So now Garbodor retreats. Seismitoad is awake. Quaking Punch. Well, at least I woke up. The silver lining here, I did wake up. And, oh, a top deck Lysander. That's actually, I'll take it. Yeah, let's get rid of Garbodor. I feel like the only way I can win this game at this point, get rid of Garbodor, and get lucky with Hyper Hypnosis. Let's keep Seismitoad asleep and try to get items back. And then once we do that, we'll have a little opening to burst with our item cards again and make a comeback here. Because we are definitely behind. There is an N, and my opponent is about to take another knockout on this Pokemon EX. And oh, Crushing Hammer. That's not a card I want to see. Thankfully, it is Tails, which means I keep the energy on Malamar EX, and I will be able to attack this turn. So we still got plenty of hope here. And, oh, got the Victini. Here we go with the Hyper Hypnosis. And let's do an N. Why not? Get the Squirtle down. Things are looking up. Here we go. Maximar. 2 tails. All right, we do get a reflip with the Victory Star. What? What? Quad tails? What am I playing? Vanillux all over again? Oh, that is devastating. And the Seismitoad wakes up too. Oh, my head hurts after that one. Oh, 5 flips went against me all in one single sequence of events. Oh, and there we see a Sycamore, a Laser, a Verbank, and oh gosh, what is going on here? And a Head Ringer. Oh, my head is already ringing. I don't need to see that. Couple more Seismitoad are coming down onto the bench. See a Water Energy on the other one. And a Quaking Punch for 50 plus the poison damage is adding up. All right, we're going to go for the Hyper Hypnosis again. We got to try to get lucky, folks. We got to try to stop that Quaking Punch. And, I don't know, just try to do something here. I have a decision here. I can N or Juniper. I'm going to go with the Juniper right here. And, all right, here we go. Maximar! Ah, 3 heads! Oh, gosh, I don't even know if... All right, I'm just going to take the knockout. All right, we'll gamble here. If he has another energy and Quaking Punches, he knocks out my Malamar with the Verbank and Poison. I'll take the risk, though. Only a 2-card hand. Oh, man, I can't believe we just hit that heads. The triple heads. I mean, that makes up for the quad tails. I will take it. Crushing Hammer is heads. And, oh, no energy. No Quaking Punch. Oh, this is the turn where things go bananas. All right, here we go. Let us Skyla for a rare candy. Let's just make sure the last Blastoise is in there. And it is. Oh, guys, we're about to flip all sorts of coins. Okay, here we go. Skyla for the rare candy. And, hey, we actually have Execute in there. He did get knocked out turn 1. We can go ahead and Propagation and Ultra Ball. Let's get rid of Execute. And War Turtle won't need that anymore because we get to play item cards. Rare candy. Blastoise. Oh my goodness. All right. So at this point, I will retreat. Don't want to get knocked out by poison, do we? And we can Superior Energy Retrieval. Let's grab the egg back. Discard Chorus, I suppose. Seems like a good idea. I want to save the energy in case I do get hit by Quaking Punch again. So we'll grab those 4 water back. Oh man. All right. So we get the 4 water energy, and we're going to be able to flip 5 coins. And I think the odds are actually pretty good now. We do have 2 flips thanks to Victini's Victory Star. We just need 3 out of 5 heads. We probably have a little bit over 50% chance of getting a knockout here. Got to be higher than that, probably 60-something percent. I don't know, I'm not going to do the math here. Here it is, Maximar, 3 out of 5 heads. Boom, 180 damage. That is a 100% knockout. And we we turned this game all the way around in a hurry. Oh, man, this is huge. How did this... We started with an Execute getting hit by a Quaking Punch turn 1 for a knockout. Haven't had item cards until that turn. And all of a sudden, we got that 1 turn, and Malamar is going nuts. We had that big Maximar, the triple heads knockout, and now we got 3 out of 5 heads. And you know, I haven't used a switch, or I haven't used the float stone or the escape rope yet, so I think it's just a matter of time before this Malamar gets an opportunity to go Max Amar once again. So all I can really do here is attach my energy and try to keep the Seismitoad asleep. And then next turn, if he doesn't Quaking Punch, we can Stellar Guidance for Skyla and win the game. But nope, Seismitoad wakes up. Not what I would like to see here. Alright, and an end to 1. That's also not what I would like to see here, but without Hypnotoxic Laser, this isn't particularly threatening. And we did get another Water Energy. I have an Ultra Ball. Normally I would hold on to... Actually, I wouldn't hold on to the water. That would be silly. I'm just thinking if he stays asleep, Oh, he stays asleep! Thanks to Execute, we can Ultra Ball next turn for Jirachi and get a supporter, but here is a VS Seeker for Professor Sycamore, and we could see, like a Pokemon and a Switch here, and perhaps Quaking Punch. It would need my opponent would need a lot of stuff to pull that off, though, like a Switch, and then an energy to retreat a Pokemon, or maybe another Switch, since Seismitoad has a 3 retreat cost. I don't know. This is going to be really tough for my opponent now, which is very silly to think about because I haven't had items, but the Seismitoad stays asleep again. Look at how powerful Malamar EX is. Here we go. Propagation, Ultra Ball for the Jirachi EX, Stellar Guidance, and the Skyla is there. We have an Escape Rope in the deck. We also have a Float Stone. All right, so the question is, do we just Skyla, guarantee the switching card, and go for the big Maximar? I think we have like 7 flips or something. Or do we take the Juniper? It's Bad Deck Monday. We're just going to take the sure thing and make sure we get to do our flips. So here we go. Skyla for the Float Stone. Let's retreat the big bad Blastoise. And 1 big Maximar to win. Only 2 heads. We need at least 3. Victory Star. Victory! 5 heads on Maximar, 300 damage. Goodbye, Seismitoad EX. Wow. Malamar EX and Blastoise and Victini. We cannot overlook how important Victini was in this game. I can't believe that just happened. Malamar EX is insanely fun. My opponent is a good sport as well. What an entertaining game. What an entertaining deck to use. This is just insanity. Malamar EX. Give it a try, folks. You will have more flips in the game than you know what to do with. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will certainly have some more for you soon. I am Pooka from the Top Cut, and I'll see you guys next time.